Happy Saturday! What are you doing?
Checking the mail.
Yeah, so we didn't have a mail vlog last week because we were at the Science Center. And so now we check the mail. And you guys sent us some awesome stuff.
Yes.
So we're checking it out. So
Making sure that nothing's broken.
Yeah, and to also make sure there's nothing that needs to be like in the fridge or any of that fun stuff. But when will we have the next mail vlog?
I think Tuesday.
For sure?
Yeah, I don't have anything going on Tuesday.
Okay.
We have an eye doctor's appointment on Monday.
Oh.
Exciting.
That is exciting.
Oh, I had a burp. Do you know why I had a burp? Because
Oh no.
I love butt drugs.
I had to take this part out of the vlog from like a few days ago because you didn't explain it. And if you don't watch the mail vlog and you see this, you're gonna think that we're like insane.
Oh yeah.
So
there's a store called Butt Drugs.
It's like a pharmacy.
Yeah.
And the owner's last name is Butt.
Yeah. So it's Butt Drugs.
Right, and they became popular because Rhett and Link made like a commercial for them.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if like they had a show on like A&E for a little while where they were going around to like small businesses and making commercials for them.
Yeah.
And so they made one for butt drugs. And it was funny. So
how could it not be?
I love butt drugs.
Not actual drugs. It's a pharmacy.
We placed an order on Amazon just now. It's great. I got some new pants coming and a new shredder because we need a paper shredder. And yeah, just got off work. Lazy Saturday afternoon.
And now it is dinner time. So tonight we are going to have Jamie's chili con carne meatballs with sweet peppers and black beans. It doesn't look very good to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Also, I want to show you something really funny. Do you see this pepper? This humongous pepper right here? Right? So apparently that is a green chili pepper. Well, I want to show you the peppers that they sent me. This is supposed to look like this. So obviously my plate is not gonna look like this at all. It can't, not with these peppers. But I just thought that was kind of funny, right? Teeny tiny peppers. Here is everything that we need. We need some green onions, cilantro, black beans, whole peeled plum tomatoes. We've got some Greek yogurt, a red pepper, lime, my very tiny green chilies, brown rice. We have some paprika, some chipotle powder, and some whole cumin. I've never actually seen that whole, so I don't know what that looks like. We've got our ground beef, and yeah, we're good to go. So HelloFresh strikes again with their crazy instructions. They just say to start water boiling, salted water, for the rice. They don't tell you how much water to use with the rice. They're just like, you should know that. It's 3/4 of a cup of dry rice. How much water do you think you gotta use? Well, I don't know. I'm still not sure if we're using the right amount. And somebody even left a comment, like, because I said this last time that they didn't tell me how much water to put in. And somebody goes, what, you don't know how to make rice? And I was like, I really don't. Like, so that's why we have this box, I think, because I don't really know how to cook. And I think that this box is for people who are maybe like on the beginner level, possibly, which is, I think, me. So wait. People know how much water, just like offhand, like? I guess, I don't know. I don't know. All right. I had to Google it. So now that I have finally sliced the scallion, Tim is picking the leaves off of the cilantro. So it says pick the cilantro. Right. Does that mean like take it off of the, like this, like I'm not gonna use this? No, yeah, you don't use that. Okay, because I thought maybe they were just being like silly and being like, go out to your garden and pick your cilantro. Why would they send it to you if they wanted you to pick it? I don't know, because like half the other stuff that they're talking about doesn't make any sense to me, so I figured what's the least amount of sense that this could make? Oh no. That's probably what they want me to do. Tim is sassy. Yeah. So now that we've got our cilantro, our scallion, and our bell pepper all chopped up and all that fun stuff and sliced, now we're gonna add these to the pan. Seems like a lot of cilantro. And this will cook for about 4 to 5 minutes. Now we're going to add the meat, the paprika, the chili powder, and a pinch of salt and pepper. So while Tim is mixing all of those ingredients together and forming 6 little meatballs, I will be adding in my whole peeled plum tomatoes right into the saucepan. And then I'm gonna put a half a can of water in as well. Now that my tomato mixture is boiling, we add in our drained black beans. Oh my gosh, so all the fog. Ugh. The instructions tell us to prick these with a fork. Look at how big the fork is compared to them. Like, I don't want to get pepper sprayed like I did yesterday.
I don't even understand why they sent us these. This is ridiculous.
And we have to broil them now? Do I like cut this little thing off so it doesn't burn?
No, I don't know.
Do I put it in? It's so sad.
Yeah. Put them in.
So we're putting them in the toaster oven because they're
it's so small.
We're going to add our meatballs to the pan with a tablespoon of oil. Got our meatballs, and then I'm going to add half a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Then these will cook for 4 minutes, and we'll stir them frequently.
Also, we took our rice off the burner, and it's just sitting covered right now. And this is still cooking away. Look at it. Man, oh man. This looks awesome. So now the meatballs have been cooking for about 4 minutes. They're gonna go into the sauce and cook for another 6 to 8 minutes. I hope this is good. It's an awful lot of work. Right? Like, this one was pretty hard. It was one of Jamie's, like, his meal, the actual chef guy, Jamie Oliver. So his meals tend to be a little bit harder, but sometimes they don't always taste better. So now that our meatball bean tomato mixture is done, we are gonna build our plates. So first we start with the rice. I divided it between the two. It's supposed to have cilantro in the rice, but we misread it, so ours is gonna be a little bit different, but it still tastes really good. And then we're going to add our bean and tomato and meatball mixture. This is so much food. The thing that's kind of weird about HelloFresh is that their portion sizes are not very consistent. Like, this is so much food. This is probably enough food for 4 people in all reality, don't you think? Well, I think somewhere on, I just drooled a little bit.
Oh no.
I think somewhere on the instructions it tells us how many calories it is.
Right. Oh my gosh. Did you tell them that we got a new air conditioner?
Well, we don't have it yet.
We're getting a new air conditioner, you guys. It's so hot in Florida, and our air conditioner is not actually like big enough to cool the entire living room, dining room, foyer area. So now we're gonna get one that is big enough to like cool everything, and I'm so excited.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
874 calories per serving.
Whoa.
25 grams of fat.
I thought this was healthy.
That is healthy.
800 calories?
Yeah, we want less than 1,000.
What about the rest of our day?
My caloric intake's like 2,400. That's what I need to survive.
I think mine is only 2,000.
Well, yeah, so you get 1,000 at dinner. And the rest of the day you get 1,000.
That seems like not enough.
I don't know, but this is gluten-free, nut-free, and it says right there, that's how we know
it is healthy? It's
healthy.
Oh, okay.
That's what it says.
So now let's finish building our plate. So now these guys get their shining moment. All right. Ooh.
Wow. Oh.
Ah.
Can you even see it?
No, you can't. Like, what the heck? And then we put a tablespoon of yogurt on top. So now we put a little bit of lime on top from this. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's fancy.
All right.
There it is. This absolutely kills me. Like, look at this giant pepper. Little tiny thing. Look at it. It's like, I don't even know, like, what can I use for, like, comparison of size. It is so small. So we just finished dinner, and I have to say, it was good, but it wasn't as good as I had hoped it would have been after all the work that we had to do to cook it. And I know that sounds kind of like, sort of bratty, but like, we worked really hard to make this dinner, and it just didn't taste like the best, you know? I don't know. It was spicy though. That little pepper was really spicy. I'll give you a good example of how it tasted. It tasted as if you had not made the meatballs and just put meat in the sauce and then put that inside of a chalupa, would have been awesome. Would have tasted delicious. Or like a taco shell. Or like a taco shell. Yeah. This was basically tacos, like fancy tacos, but they didn't taste like fancy tacos. They tasted like regular tacos. So like, we really could have just had like rice, beans, and then like Taco Bell seasoning and some meat and some tomatoes, and it would have tasted pretty similar. But one thing that I think did sort of change the flavor is when we forgot to put the cilantro in the rice. I feel like that maybe is what we were missing, that like flavor kick at the end or the beginning or whenever it would have happened. I think we were missing that, and I think that kind of like threw the whole dish off. Why did we miss it, you ask? Let me read you some instructions here. Pick the cilantro, finely chopping the leaves and stalks. To me, that means together. Chop them all together. No, they wanted you to chop the leaves separate from the stalks. so that you would put the stalks in with the sauce and then put the leaves in with the rice in the very last step. So that's why it was so confusing when they're like, cook the cilantro stalks. I'm like, why? How are we supposed to get the stalks out of there? We just cut them all up together. So that's the way that happened.
No. It's definitely, earlier I was saying that this is like a box for beginners, and maybe it isn't. Maybe it's a box for people who know what they're doing, or maybe this is the wrong box. But I do like this food subscription service. I think that not having to go to the grocery store as often is cool. I do like the selection of the meat. It's all natural, hormone-free, and all that stuff. Grass-fed, cage-free. It's all been really great quality so far. But this, did you think that the meat was like tough?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I kind of felt like the meatballs were a little bit tougher than they should have been. I don't know. Which
was weird because this meat was more finely ground. Like if you're gonna get ground beef, usually it's kind of like roughly ground and in like tubes.
Little squigglies.
Yeah, this was not like that. This was just like meat.
Do you know what it was like? It was like mashed meat. It was like kind of gross.
So there's this movie available on Google Play right now called Ghost Team. And it's a free movie. It's got like John Heder in it and Justin Long, they're in it. And it's about like these guys that are like trying to become ghost hunters. And then they like find ghosts, but it's a comedy. So it's coming out in theaters, but it's available right now on Google Play for free. So we're gonna watch it, see how it is. All right, we're about 20 minutes into this movie. Sorry, John Heder, this is terrible. This is not good. I do not recommend you watch it. Nothing has happened so far. Holy macaroni, that was a pretty bad movie. Do not suggest. I would not watch that again. It wasn't good at all. It was supposed to be a comedy. There weren't very many like funny things that happened. It was kind of like watching like an episode of Friends. Things happened that were sort of maybe a little bit funny, but they weren't funny at all. Holy cow! I fell asleep watching BoJack Horseman on the couch. I feel like I'm just getting old. That's all. Just falling asleep all the time on the couch. That's my life. Alright, I should go to bed. In that case, I am off to bed, so I will see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.